Okay, so I'm gonna try this method of videoing. Is that a thing? Because I don't think I've ever like held the camera while I talk. Anyway, so I feel like I had some really good thoughts earlier and they're kind of escaping me right now. But the question that came up for me today was, oh, I remember what the thoughts are. So I've been praying for the willingness to receive love's word in clarity, because I haven't necessarily been willing to receive love's word in clarity because I've been afraid of like making things up or whatever. So I feel like I've been experiencing a lot of synchronicities recently, and I was like, oh, like that, like it hit me. I was like, this is like a way that love speaks to me, because I've been like, oh, like this is just a sign that like in this moment I'm exactly where I need to be, you know, for whatever reason. So, you know, because I've been in situations where like would think that I needed to have things figured out, and I just feel like love, or God, who I choose to call love, or love that I sometimes choose to call God or whatever, like is speaking to me in a way that I can understand, and that's through synchronicities. It's just like, and these like really some of them have just been very obvious, I guess, to say the least. It's very clear. And so I just realized, like, you know, I'm like, oh, these synchronicities are happening. And then I started thinking like, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because I've been praying for the willingness to receive love's word in clarity. And that's like how my higher power was speaking to me, because I would listen and understand that I was supposed to be exactly where I was in that moment. And then as that hit me, I'm like, oh, like now I'm going to start looking for them, which is like not bad, but I wasn't looking for them before, right? And so now it's like, if I'm not seeing them, I'm going to be like, oh, I'm, you know, I'm on the wrong path, or I'm like, I'm fucking up, or whatever it is. And I just noticed it, that it was going to be like a thing. And so today the question that came to me was, what does it mean to trust myself? What does it look like to just trust myself, like without synchronicities, like willingness to trust myself? And I was like, that I feel like is like the new thing that I need, is just a willingness to trust myself, because I don't really have that. I like, you know, I have thoughts. I have like, I guess intuitions. I have like knowings. That feels like more of the right thing. Like I'll like know something and I won't trust myself. I'll be like, no, you're just making it up, all that kind of stuff. And so I guess that's the question of the day, is like, what does it mean to trust yourself, and how do you experience that, and what does it look like? And yeah, and I was kind of thinking about it a little later, and just that realization of, yeah, if I don't experience the synchronicities, then I must be like on the wrong path or whatever. And so just trying to like not hold on to any experience in that way. And it makes me think of this time where I had this pain in my lower back and it hurt a lot. And I was just like, can I just be so present with this pain that it's not pain and it's just a sensation? I don't know if I've talked about this before. And then I just like breathing and trying to be present. and I like fell into it. It was just a really grounded sensation. Just like my whole body felt alive in a really calm way. Even the like throbbing in my back, it just felt alive in a really calm way. And I got excited immediately. I was like, oh, wow, that's cool. Wow, what's happening? And it went away. And I was like, oh, okay. You know, because I was trying to like latch onto it. And I was like, okay, that's okay. It might not come back. That's okay. It's fine. It might come back. We don't know. Whatever. You know, just breathe. Just be present with the feelings. And then it happened again, and I got excited again. I was like, oh, and same thing, like let it go, gave it back to my higher power. I say gave it back to my higher power. Sometimes these words that come into my head, I'm like, that's not actually what I was trying to say. But I guess in a way that is what I did though. And it was just present again. And then the next time it like came over my body again, this like grounded aliveness. And I just stayed with it. I fell asleep like that. And I kind of imagine that same thing for the whole synchronicity thing of like, I got excited. Right now I'm in the phase where I'm like, oh, I'm excited, and like trying to grasp onto it and forcing it to come back. And I get to just like let go and see what happens. And if it comes back, it comes back. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. And none of it means right or wrong. And the truth is like, I get to just learn how to slowly like trust myself no matter what. So that's the question of the day today, I guess. Thanks.